Hello everyone. I'm going to talk about the word list tool. So I assume you've watched the 9th tutorial by Laurence Anthony. And let us begin by loading our Joseph Conrad's corpus into AntConc. Okay. I'll choose these. Okay. Here we are. And then I want you to create the word list for our corpus using the word list tool. And I want you to find the ranking of the word, our favorite word, water, in the list generated. Okay, so this is the first task. Please stop the recording and perform the task now. Okay, so now let me do it myself. So I'll go to word list pane here. I'll just press start. Okay, here we have it, and we can look for the word. So this is the ranking, this is the frequency, and for now the words are arranged according to the frequency. Okay, and the ranking kind of corresponds with the frequency, but let's try the word water. Something is wrong. Here. Okay, sorry for that. I repeated looking through the whole list. Creation of the whole list, and this is the one that you should press. So water is ranked 212, which is pretty high. I mean, there are over 20,000 word tokens in here. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to discuss are these strange names: word tokens, word types, and lemmas. As you see here, we have word types, word tokens, and also lemma word forms. So all this needs to be explained. So let me actually, before I give you definitions of these terms, because they are here, but before I actually specify what they are, let me give you examples. This will give you just a general idea, intuitive idea what we are dealing with. And I think this way of presenting these three ideas is much easier in this way than just giving you definitions themselves. So when we look at these examples, dog, dog, dogs, cat, cats, mouse, mouse, mice, we can talk about 8 word tokens. So word tokens are individual orthographic occurrences of words. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 word tokens. Word tokens are just occurrences of orthographic words. Now, word types, on the other hand, are the same type of word. So dog and dog is the same type of word, but dogs is a different type because it's not exactly the same form. So word types are, in other words, word forms. Okay, so this word form is different from this word form. Then cat is different from cats. These two are identical, and this one another which is different. So as far as word types or word forms, if you want to call them this way, but typically they are called word types, would be 1 for this one because they are identical, 2, 3, 4, 5 because they are identical, and 6. So there are 6 word types here. And finally, lemmas. Lemmas are the most abstract and at first less intuitive than the other ones. But lemmas are words which are derived from the same word, or these are inflected forms of the same word. So for example, dog and dogs are 2 identical word types. Dog and dog. Dogs is a different word type, but it's still the same lemma because it's derived from dogs. Okay, so this would be the first lemma. Then cat and cats are different word types, but they are the same lemmas because they are related to each other. Cat is just the plural from cat, but it's still kind of like the same word. And the same would be true for these 3 as well. So even though they are 3 word tokens, they would be 2 word types because this would be 1 word type, and this would be another word type. In terms of lemmas, there's only one, because it's the same word, but this is singular, and these are the plural versions of this word. So it's one lemma. So I hope now you more or less understand the general difference between word tokens. Once again, these are orthographic occurrences of words, word types, which are the same word forms, and lemmas, which are all inflectional forms of the same word. Okay? So the next task I would like you to do is to count the number of word tokens, number of word types, and number of lemmas in this example. Okay, so ready, steady, go. Stop the recording and do it now, please. Okay, so let me do it myself. We have student. Oh, well, let's count word types first. It's the easiest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. Okay. Now, number of word types. 1. Then this is the same. So 2. Sorry, that's 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is the same as this one, so it doesn't change. It's still 4. This is 5. And this is the same one as this one and this one, so we stay with 5. Okay. And then finally, number of lemmas. This is the same as this one and the same as this one, so this is 1, 2, study, 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 studied, and study. Actually, there are only 2, as you see. Okay. There are only 2. Okay, so let's continue with another example. I want you to calculate the number of word tokens, word types, and lemmas for these words here. Okay, so stop the recording. Do it now, please. Okay, so number of word tokens is easy. It's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was easy. Number of types. 1, 2, 3. This is the same, so still 3. 4, 5. The same. 6. No, it's the same. 6. So the number of word types is 6. So number of word tokens 13. The number of word types is 6. And number of lemmas. 1, 2. This is the same. This is 3. This is the same. This is the same. And this is the same. And this is the same as this and this. So the number of lemmas is 3. Okay. And please do the same for the last example here. Okay. Stop the recording, please, and do the task. Okay, now let me count it myself. Number of word tokens is 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And actually the number of word types is the same. It's 13 as well, because none of these words is repeated exactly in its in exactly the same form. So there are no repetition of word types either. Number of lemmas. Well, this is one lemma. 1, 2, 3. This will be another one because that's not the same word. So 4, 5, 6. This is the same as this one. This is 7. Okay. And this will be the same as this one. Okay, so once again, 7. 1, 2, 3, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an adverb and this is an adjective. And these two are inflection of this one, so it's 7. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Now let me give you the proper definitions of the ideas of lemma and another one will be added called lexeme, and I'll explain the difference between the two. So it's taken from Wikipedia. In morphology and lexicography, a lemma, which could be inflected in plural as lemmas or lemmata, you can use whichever you want, is the canonical form or dictionary form or citation form of a set of words, head word. In English, for example, run, runs, ran, and running are forms of the same lexeme, with run as the lemma. Now, already we introduced the new idea called lexeme. I'll show you in a graph what the difference between lexeme and lemma is. They are very frequently used interchangeably, meaning the same idea of all inflectional forms of a given word. But lexeme sometimes, by some linguists, is distinguished from lemma, and in this context refers to the set of all the forms that have the same meaning, and lemma refers to the particular form that is chosen by convention to represent the lexeme. So if you want the difference, here it is. The word lemma refers to the head word, representing all the inflectional forms of a given word, and all the inflectional forms of a given word, including the head word or the base form, would be lexeme. Okay, so it is a small change of perspective, the way you look at the two things. The idea of lexeme and lemma are very frequently, or the difference between them is very frequently neglected. So if you use one of them instead of the other, it doesn't make much difference, because it's still the idea of all these inflectional forms. But in case of lemma, you just choose one form to represent these inflectional forms. And when you talk about lexeme, there is no one representational form, because all of them are lexeme. Okay. So lemmas have special significance in highly inflected languages, such as Turkish and Polish. The process of determining the lemma for a given word is called lemmatization. This term is frequently encountered in natural language processing, lemmatization. Okay, lemmatization can affect all word classes. So car and cars make up the noun lemma car, big, bigger, and biggest, the adjective lemma big. And normally the forms in the lemma must belong to the same word class. So the noun, for example, kick, and its plural kicks. So kick means an action of kicking, and this will be several kicks. These make up a different lemma from the verb kick, to kick, which has numerous form: kick, kicked, kicking, and so on. And this kick, which is a noun and has the two inflectional form kick and kicks, and possibly Saxon genitive form as well. And this kick, which is a verb, which has many inflectional forms, are different lemmas, in fact. Okay. And sometimes they are marked by additionally giving the particular part of speech that you mean. Okay, and the final task I want you to perform for this class is to download a lemma list from the official website for AntConc and use it actually in AntConc. So let me show you how to do it first. Okay, let's go to AntConc. Okay, and if you scroll down in the main AntConc page, you will find these word frequency lists. Okay, the first one didn't work for me well, but the second one is no, sorry, not word frequency list, lemma list. Lemma lists. The first one didn't work for me properly. I had problems with this, but the second one is fine. So download the second one. So click it, and the download should start. And once it's downloaded, unzip it. So I have it here. Okay, and if you open it, it will just be a list of lemmas and all the inflectional forms. So this will be a lemma, and the whole will be lexeme. Okay, and now to use this in AntConc, let's open AntConc and let's load our corpus. Okay, so open our Joseph Conrad's corpus. And now before we create we can create our word list, obviously, but what I want us to do now is to create lemmas list instead of word list. So instead of that, we need to go to the word list tool, and we need to load our lemma list. So here is the option. This one is inactive because it just shows you whether the list is loaded or not. Click load and find the file that we've just loaded. Okay. Okay, and once it's loaded, click apply, and now press start again. And this time the results will show us lemmas instead of word types. So it shows us the lemma and the possible inflectional form it has. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.